Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Talking Real Estate with Champions Real Estate Team here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Service Ambassador Real Estate Company. My name is Mark Wehner II, team leader here. So, joining us, welcome to our Talking Real Estate. Like I said, so the every Wednesday we jump on, give a rundown what's going on in the real estate market over the last 7 days. I start with the quick tips. Quick tip today is jumping on to our Champions Real Estate Team website. On there, what you'll find on the buying side and under the selling side is our home buyer packets and our home sellers packets. Let me pull it up here real fast for you as it pulls in. So as you go into our home page here, you click on the buying. It'll bring you to our buying section here. So when you click on our home buyer guide, basically this will give you kind of all the details that you need to know kind of when you're thinking about buying a house. At least get you started. We love to sit down with you, do a little coaching session with you on kind of what it takes to get into buying a house. There's like checklists in here. There's a lot of fun things in here that you can kind of take a look at your leisure. Obviously, you can see on the table of contents, obviously, why to own a home, property valuation checklist. I actually teach a real estate continuing education class, 3 hours just on that evaluation checklist form. So there's a lot of details I can go over with that, in our coaching session, but that's something you can look over at your leisure, so you can jump on, you can get this at any time. You don't have to register to get it. If you are searching on our website, we'll ask you to register. We're not one of those teams that's going to hound you until you buy a house. So we want to be here to be your resource. Jump on our website. You can get all the information that you need, all the homes that you need, all that kind of fun stuff. So there's important steps. So yeah, take a look at our website. Let us know what you think. If there's anything we should add or things we should change, let us know. We want to basically facilitate it so that it's the easiest use for you, home buyer, home seller out there. So like I said, if you have any questions, reach out to me there about our website. But let's jump into what's gone on in the real estate market here in the last 7 days. Hold on, let me pull it up here just a second. So hope everyone had a great Labor Day. So obviously holiday weekends, usually a little slower from a real estate perspective side of it in regards to that. So as we jump in here, 2 seconds. So our numbers weren't as high as normal weeks as we see, which is to be expected. So I think right now as we're starting to see the market, get full swing into with kids in school and things like that, I think it kind of slows down just a little bit. And then once things get kind of ironed out, everyone's schedules get a little more ironed out. Getting rocking and rolling with that. So that's when we start seeing a little more activity pick up. Then it kind of goes into the holiday season, then it kind of slows down, just normal side there. So looking at the numbers here, 525 is the new listings over the last 7 days, 328 new contracts written, and 361 happy new homeowners over the weekend. So they got that extra long weekend to move in and things like that. So awesome for them. So like I said, yeah, we've been usually about 200 more houses coming on the market, right around that 700 or so, 725 on average over the last couple of weeks. The new contracts written, we've kind of been up around that 400, 425 or so, 100. So the same ratio dropped down, I guess, when you look at the new listings versus the new contracts written. So obviously it's dependent upon what price point you're in, what area of town you're in, subdivision, all that kind of fun stuff. And that's things that when you work with us here at Champions Real Estate Team, myself, we're going to dive into exactly what you need when you're looking to buy a house. Obviously, same thing when you're looking to sell a house, to put your house on the market. I kind of tell my clients, the house is going to sell. It's either going to sell your house or it's going to sell somebody else's house. What I mean by that is if you price it too high, everyone's going to use your house as the comparable. Go, oh, I can get this house for a little bit less. So thing I joke about is you can be the bridesmaid or you can be the bride, when it comes to selling houses. So that's what we try to position you the best to find your match, your buyer match in that regards, and obviously net you the most amount, from a sale price and things of that sort. So we try to maximize your equity in that side. But let's take a look at 30,000 foot view. Give me 2 seconds here. Pull it up. There it is. So you guys should see it here shortly. So we had 3,954 homes active in the Omaha and Lincoln MLS, 2313 in the Douglas Sarpy County, so that Omaha metro area there. Existing homes in that Signal Sarpy County is 1360, 953. So those numbers haven't really changed too much. Months of inventory just under 3. So we're kind of still in that seller's market, but I think sometimes our inventory is a little bit less. I think as the rates are kind of hovering right around, I saw 6.25 today, up to 6.5. So we're kind of in between that, kind of bouncing around. And I think it's kind of a double-edged sword. Everyone's kind of waiting for rates to go down. Rates go down, obviously more buyers come in the market. Ultimately, that houses get more competitive. And so it just depends on, I always say, everyone wants to time the market. When's the best time to buy the market? The best time to buy a house is when you are ready, when you have all your ducks in a row, when you got a great team behind you here with Champions Real Estate Team, and a lender that's does a great job for you, and we can help you with that. Give you some referrals or recommendations in regards to the lending side. But yeah, that's the one thing is you got to look at what the big picture of it, and when you're looking at buying a house and not necessarily timing the market, what does it mean to wait? For rates to come down. Well, who knows how long that's going to take. If they go up, they go down. But ultimately, it's when you're ready. You have an emergency fund potentially set up. You got a down payment. How can we get you get you the keys to the house? So, but yeah, that's kind of all I kind of got for today as far as what's gone on the marketplace. Um, so yeah, so as we see coming in off the holiday weekend, so right now as we kind of see a little bit of sometimes we see an uptick, because everyone's got, like they said, their schedules are all ironed out, they're all ready to rock and roll. They want to get in before the holidays. So I mean, I think this is a good time. If you're thinking of selling your house and you have to sell your house, now's the time. Don't necessarily wait till the snow starts flying and things of that sort, because that's going to lessen your buyer pool. But the thing is, when those buyers are out there looking in colder weather and stuff like that, those are your serious buyers. They're not messing around. You don't have a lot of looky-loos out there. So, but anyways, if we can help you in any way, shape, or form, give us a holler, 672-7670, or reach out to us on any of the social media platforms, and we're happy to help. So take care.